Hello, in this channel I cover celebrities and their rides. If you have a celebrity that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. In today's video, I'm going to show you the luxury cars in Lady Gaga's car collection. It's anything but shallow.
Audio Jungle.
The amazing star's full name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta, better known by her stage name Lady Gaga. She is an American singer, songwriter and performer who was born on March 28, 1986 in Los Angeles, California. Her melodic variety, unique concepts, costumes and ridiculous visuals, having pop songs that were expertly produced, thrillingly written and lyrically intelligent, and a singer with an almost mutant desire to succeed in the middle of it all, makes her one of the most unique celebrities out there. As a teenager, Gaga performed in school plays and open mics. She attended the Tisch School of the Arts collaborative Arts Project 21 to study music. Akon's firm, KonLive Distribution and Interscope Records collaborated to release her debut album back in 2007. Two of Gaga's first songs from her self-titled debut studio album were Just Dance and Poker Face, which were released in 2008. Lady Gaga's studio albums have topped the Billboard 200 chart in the US. Over 1 million copies were sold in its first week of availability. Gaga has also been in popular television productions like American Horror Story, Hotel back in 2015 and A Star Is Born in 2016. Have received considerable appreciation and recognition. The song Shallow won her first ever quadruple crown of awards: Grammy, BAFTA and Golden Globe for Best Original Song. Gaga has 12 Guinness World Records to her name. In her career, she has received over 200 awards from 447 nominations. She's also pursued a passion to improve society, to promote mental health and prevent harassment of minors in mind. In 2011, she founded the Born This Way Foundation. Lady Gaga's car collection is anything but modest. There are a million reasons to like Lady Gaga, and one of them is her massive fleet of automobiles. Interestingly, the New Yorker didn't get her driving license until she was 30, but she's made up for the lost time in the last 5 years. She owns a collection of blue-collar American classics and European supercars. No, this is far from being a bad romance. On the contrary, it is a perfect method for an aspiring automobile enthusiast to take a chunk out of her over $300 million wealth. These are the cars Lady Gaga has. Number 1. A 1965 Lincoln Continental Convertible. Ford's management wanted the fourth generation Lincoln Continental to be the best mass-produced automobile of its time, and they succeeded. Between 1961 and 1977, it was the US presidential beast. It will be remembered for JFK's assassination. Originally intended to be the 1961 Ford Thunderbird, designer Elwood Engel, who used to design women's shoes, reworked the concept for Lincoln and extended it to 5.5 meters. This was the first post-war American convertible with 4 doors, as well as the first Lincoln with suicide doors since 1951, rear doors that are rear-hinged. The power roof, which is stored under the electrically operated rear deck, is another eye-catching feature. It also had a vacuum-actuated, vertically adjustable steering column, which was unusual at the time. Its 7-litre V8 engine may make it difficult for Secret Service outsiders to keep up. Number 2. A 1967 Ford Mustang. It was a magnificent ivy green Mustang with rally wheels that the artist previously known as Stefani Germanotta acquired after passing a driving test in 2016. It was one of her first automobile purchases after passing her driving test. She used this automobile to go to the premiere of her 5th studio album, Joanne, which was released the following day. Since the production of the first pony vehicle began in 1965, this particular example is good and early. And although many people know the Aston Martin DB5 from Goldfinger, few people are aware that Bond girl Tilly Masterson's character drove a first-generation Ford Mustang in the film as well. Gaga was rumoured to be singing on the upcoming James Bond theme tune with Ed Sheeran, but since that didn't happen, she may comfort herself with this Ford commercial. Number 3. A 1967 Ford Bronco. Miss Germanotta enjoys driving about Malibu in her resto mod Bronco, which is painted a bright baby blue. This is a highly sought after antique car right now, made all the more attractive by the ding she's incurred when she crashed it into the back of Mark Ronson's Mercedes. Her automobile is now on the market for an eye-popping $105,000, which is a world record. A 5-litre Cobra HD engine, a Ford C4 automatic gearbox with a high-low selector for 4-wheel drive, Wilwood brakes and a blazing Kenwood radio are all included. Play some Beach Boys music. When she was taking breaks between shooting sequences for A Star Is Born, she rode in the same vehicle as her co-star Bradley Cooper. For her music video Perfect Illusion, which was shot in the desert, she chose a new, even more pumped-up Bronco. Number 4. A 1969 Chevy Nova SS. By performing the Star-Spangled Banner during President Joe Biden's inauguration in January, Lady Gaga demonstrated that she is a patriotic American. But actually, we already knew that since she is the proud owner of an all-American muscle automobile. When she purchased the performance-tuned Chevrolet Nova Super Sport, which she keeps in Los Angeles, she had a choice of 2 V8 engines, a 5.7-litre and a 6.5-litre. The latter was capable of producing 375 brake horsepower. It was also available with a 4-speed manual gearbox and front disc brakes as an option. She may be one of the most forward-thinking musicians on the planet, but she enjoys a good retro. Number 5. A 1970 Chevrolet EL Camino. Gaga enjoys travelling to monster balls in her black 3rd-generation El Camino pickup truck, which she believes to be the sexiest truck ever made. In addition, it's one of the most powerful vehicles available because of its vicious 350 brake horsepower V8 engine. Hers was cosmetically altered by having the door handles and all of the badging removed, resulting in a very sleek car. Number 6. A 1983 Mercedes W123 300D. Celebrities driving about in their blacked-out Chevrolet Suburbans are so dreary to see. So when Gaga is in her hometown of New York City and wants to remain anonymous, she drives an unrestored W123 Mercedes in Biscayne blue, which is her go-to vehicle. Respect. Stuttgart's W123 was a tremendous success for the company in the late 1970s and early 1980s, with 2.7 million units produced during that period. Because they were over-engineered and indestructible, several of them were converted into taxis. Gaga's vehicle was imported from Europe and has 87 horsepower, making it difficult for her to fill up in the United States. It was in a Mercedes that she learned to drive as well, although in a fairly drab 2013 E350. Number 7. A 1990 Rolls-Royce Corniche 3. Even though her ladyship owns 2 current Rolls-Royce Phantoms, the Corniche 3, which she purchased in 2009, is the Rolls-Royce to which she holds a special place in her heart. Bloody Mary was a crimson wine that she had named for her. Gaga's sole vehicle at the time was this one. In addition, because she had failed her driving test, she was required to use the services of a chauffeur on an infinite basis. Mulliner Park Ward developed the design for the Corniche in 1971, and it was in production for a record-breaking 24 years. On her way to the Guggenheim Museum to launch her perfume in 2012, the pop queen was videotaped travelling in the back of a 6.75-litre convertible around Manhattan. When the automobile was no longer needed, she donated it to a charity that helped struggling artists. In the end, the automobile sold for a little more than $110,000, which was 3 times its estimated value. Number 8. A 2017 Lamborghini Huracan LP 610 4 Coupe. As we've seen, young Stefani is a huge enthusiast of old automobiles. In reality, everything except the Corniche and the F-150 existed before she was born. For those times when she wishes to get away from the paparazzi, she does have some newer and quicker sports automobiles at her disposal. She has a Porsche Boxster and an Audi R8, but her favourite car is a Lamborghini Huracan. She is of Italian descent, after all, which she drives extensively and spends a lot of miles on. While performing at the Super Bowl halftime performance in 2017, Lady Gaga drove the 610 brake horsepower Lamborghini Gallardo from Malibu to Houston and back. A 3,200 mile round journey, even with a 201 miles per hour machine like this, would take quite some time, much alone a few hours. Even though a Porsche Carrera would have made more sense in the singer's 911 song video, the newest Huracan EVO RWD was included in the video. Number 9. A 1993 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. One of Lady Gaga's most popular Instagram vehicles is a first-generation SVT Lightning, which was one of the first factory performance pickups. An F-150 with customised suspension, a 5.8-litre V8 engine with 240 brake horsepower and an automatic transmission designed for heavy-duty use. Ford only made a limited number of them between 1993 and 1995, yet they've developed something of a cult following. The pristine Marlboro red variant owned by our hero is particularly appealing. Lady Gaga has always been a source of inspiration for her admirers and followers. She is a celebrity that constantly encourages her followers to be themselves, no matter what they are going through. Through her songs and personality, she helps her audience learn to love themselves. This collection of Lady Gaga's most inspirational quotations will empower you to accept and love yourself no matter what. Here's a couple of inspiring quotes from the star of this video. You have to be unique and different, and shine in your own way. And don't you ever let a soul in the world tell you that you can't be exactly who you are. Lady Gaga was bullied in the past and has learned to shine and just be her. Take it from Gaga, be you, love you, you are enough. Own it. Thank you for watching this episode. If you want to see other celebrity car collections, let me know in the comments below. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this video and channel, since that'll help us make more content like this for you to enjoy.